homicidal feline, some slaying thumbs, and the colossal head of George Lopez. Oh my god. All these films look like the worst fever dreams, powered by 2005's finest green screen. And man, did I love it. These are the movies that we loved as kids. Then we grew up and realized, they've aged like milk. Ew, put that in the twash. Critics hated them, our parents suffered through them, and yet I still adored every single one of them. So how can something be objectively bad and still feel like cinematic gold? Easy. These movies weren't made for grown-ups. They were made for us when we were kids. Very similar to how the new Minecraft movie is designed for kids of today, even though I sort of love that movie.
Chicken Jack!
These movies weren't chasing Oscars, they were just chasing the vibe. They were trying their best to be as entertaining as they can be to our little snot butt brains, and to me, they succeeded. They were messy, loud, often terrible, but they were also unforgettable. Welcome to Horrible Movie Masterpieces. What makes a horrible movie masterpiece, you might ask? Well, it's a type of movie that adults just can't seem to comprehend. When you're a kid, logic takes the back seat. Hey! Don't make me come back there. I'll turn this car around if you don't stay quiet, logic. You really don't care if a 1963 Volkswagen Beetle has fallen in love with a 2004 Volkswagen Beetle. A 41-year age gap, I might add, you perv. As a kid, all you care about is that Herbs here just did a sick frontside 50-50 grind along a traffic barrier to beat Matt Dillon in a street race. That's cool. That's what these movies were chasing. To be simply entertaining and to be unique in their own way. These movies often go big with the selection of their cast. They all make you go,
here I come.
Because you'll recognize someone you honestly wouldn't have expected to be in a movie like this. Oh my god, is that George Clooney in Spy Kids? Oh my god, is that Vanessa Hudgenson in Thunderbirds? Oh my god, is that Steve Martin in a pair of Gucci cargo shorts? Rocking a sweet mop top haircut? Yes, yes it is. But that's what these movies were. A great culmination of actors coming together for one amazing cause to entertain us kids for an hour and a half. Let's start with the crown jewel of children's cinema. The Cat in the Hat. Ow! Speech! Speech!
You're not just wrong, you're stupid. And you're ugly, just like your mum.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
This movie, it's just chaos. You've got Myers doing some off-brand Austin Powers meets Chuck E. Cheese energy, making jokes about legal contracts and dirty hoes.
Dirty hoe? I'm sorry, baby, I love you.
Not that, YouTube. Relax. I'm talking about the garden tool. How dare you? This movie doesn't feel real. This seems like a result if I was to overdose on smelling way too many smelly pens at my local Smiggle store. Now that's a deep cut Aussie reference. Just a pure fever dream. But somehow, that's what makes it magical. Dr. Seuss's widow literally banned any future live adaptations of his work because of this film. That's the legacy this movie left behind. It's surreal, deeply uncomfortable, and yet I've seen it at least 12 times.
That's my mom.
Specifically the part where the cat pretends to be a piñata, and when he gets whacked by a bat, we see him dressed in a white dress, swinging on a swing, with the Commodores song Easy playing in the background. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Now, let's talk about Shark Boy and Lava Girl. This movie was literally written by Rodrigo's 7-year-old son. I wonder what gives that away. I wouldn't be happy either if my head was that big. This was a movie that my sister and I just simply adored. This one was a wave of emotions, but nothing came close to how I felt where a pair of floating eyes and a floating mouth said, I'm free. Oh my god, there I go again. I really don't remember this movie being this bad. To me, this was peak CGI. What happened? Shark Boy was cool, Lava Girl was mysterious, Mr. Electric was again George Lopez's massive head in a nightmare dimension. I had no idea what was going on, but I didn't care. I was invested. Also, shout out to Taylor Lautner delivering the most passionate monologue of his life about dreaming.
Keep it up, Shark Boy.
Just relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out.
Oh my.
Dream, dream, dream.
Today, well, it's nearly unwatchable, but back then, it's pure magic. I've had plenty of espionage in my day. Some of that, or maybe some of that Jesus Christ, is that Jason Bourne? Or maybe Ethan Hunt sprinting out of a facility chasing after someone from Scientology. Put them all in a small shipping box and ship them off to boring land. Because this kid has 6 lenses on his spy glasses. This movie is the GOAT. Why? Well, we had George Clooney, Antonio Banderas, Danny Trejo, Elijah Woods. Oh my God, he's the guy. Selena Gomez, Sylvester Stallone, Lily from Hannah Montana, Alan Cumming, and Steve Buscemi. That's a better lineup than Avengers Endgame, I'm telling you. This movie was our James Bond. Except instead of the martinis, they had microwave McDonald's and thumb-shaped henchmen with abs. There were 3 of these bad boys that came out, all cinematic masterpieces. And also, Carmen and Junie, iconic duo, power siblings. I finally felt heard when Junie was suffering from warts on his finger, because I was too. Now, that's my kind of espionage. Watching it now, it's a green screen mess. And the CGI looks like it was made in a lab using a potato. This movie slayed Queen. Zoom is what you get when you want to make the X-Men, but only had $11 and a really bloody good dream. A star-studded cast, this one. We have Buzz, the lady that dances with Bruce Springsteen, and Chevrolet Chase, who you might know from popular movies such as Memoirs of an Invisible Man, or even Zoom, Academy of Superheroes. Wait, that's this movie. Starring Tim Allen as a washed-up superhero, named Captain Zoom, because of course he is. This movie is a wild blend of mid-2000s sarcasm, slapstick humor, and really questionable CGI. Well, that, sir, is in fact questionable. I ate this movie up. Sue me. Look, the training montage alone set to Smash Mouth's everyday superhero. Oh, someone's at the door. Oh my God, it's Perfection. Hi, Perfection. Ooh, how you do? This movie was of course far from perfect. Trust me, I know. But there was something so enjoyable about it. I just can't explain it. Zoom may have flopped in the box office, but in my heart, it soars like a superhero. You probably forgot that this one existed, and I don't blame you. Thunderbirds was a live-action reboot of a puppet show from the 1960s that caused me not to sleep for about 5 days.
You rag, milady.
Oh my God! And yet, here it was, in 2004, with Bill Paxton, Ben Kingsley, and a young Vanessa Hudgens called Tintin. Not to be mistaken with Tintin, of course.
Hello.
This movie was just a pure gem. I loved every moment of it. Essentially, Ben Kingsley's character called The Hood, who just happens to have telekinetic powers, traps good old Jeff, that's Bill Paxton, and 4 of the Tracy brothers in space. It's up to the younger son, Alan, yep, that's Alan, and his totally normal named friends to help save the day. Tintin and a little nerd named Fermate. To everyone who watched this movie, we always had a favorite Thunderbird. Mine was number 3, number 4, Twash. Put it in the Twash. This movie had it all, great looking spaceships, great action, and a ripper theme song. And finally, Sky High. Yes! This movie was everything. A flying school in the sky, power placement day, sidekicks and superheroes, and plenty, and I mean plenty, of sweet, sweet Dutch angle shots, baby. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Favorite Dutch angle shot? Ron Wilson stating that he's a bus driver.
And I'm Ron Wilson, bus driver.
Yes! Is he a bus driver because he's Ron Wilson, or is he Ron Wilson because he's a bus driver? Burt Russell and Kelly Preston are hi, Mum and Dad. Chick from Stuck in the Suburbs as your best friend. That's pretty cool. And also Bruce Campbell as your teacher yelling, sidekick. It's pretty wicked. It had charm, heart, and a killer soundtrack. That including Bowling for Soup and The Click 5, which tells you exactly what era we're in. For this part of the video, I'm doing a new segment called, oh, no way, Jose. It's an unsuspecting rapid fire honorable mentions general election section. Agent Cody Banks, King, Zathura, Jumanji's weird space cousin, Racing Stripe, underrated underdog horse movie with Snoop Dogg, The Garfield movie, That's a Fat Cat, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
One day you're throwing back pink lemonades on Diddy's yacht in San
Oh, we
Tropez.
got your ass now, Simon. Get him, boys! Vin Diesel dancing up a storm to Peter Pan to Dance. Oh, Looney Tunes back in action, which had Jeff Gordon's 2006 NASCAR, ripping up the Las Vegas Strip, driven by Yosemite Sam. And finally, Aliens in the Attic, a good movie with Elvis and Sharpay Evans. And that concludes our new segment, No Way Jose. It's an unsuspecting rapid fire honorable mentions general election section. So yeah, these movies, they were weird, they were loud, messy, sometimes straight up ugly. Critics hated them, adults didn't get it, but we did. We lived for them. They weren't made to be cinematic masterpieces. They were made to light up our little butt brains, and they succeeded. And you know what? The same energy is still out there today. Like I said at the start of this video about the Minecraft movie, adults might roll their eyes, call it dumb, or even wonder why it exists in the first place. But for the kids of today, that's their Spy Kids. That's their Shark Boy and Lava Girl. That's their version of using Mrs. Kwan as a toboggan slide down a horrible CGI slide in Cat in the Hat. It's gonna be burnt into their brains forever, just like these movies were to us. We all get that one era where the movies are made just for us, no matter how unhinged they are. And honestly, I think that's kind of beautiful. So yeah, these films weren't good by any standards, but they hit us in a way that stuck. They were our horrible movie masterpieces. Catch you guys, hopefully, in the next one.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.